Hey, what is up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Something very large has caused our sun to literally tilt. Not only our sun, but is wobbling our entire solar system. This news just hitting the web from Caltech scientists who are saying that something very large out in space on the outskirts of our solar system is responsible for the tilting, and as of right now believe that it is a mysterious rogue planet, otherwise known as Planet 9, that is the culprit. Now, before any of you guys start freaking out, this is definitely not a video about Planet X, Nibiru, or anything like that. We are not talking about a planet that is going to be heading toward Earth or that is going to cause mass devastation. However, it would seem that the theory of this rogue ninth planet has now shifted into something a little bit more real. This after Caltech astronomer Michael Brown and theoretical astrophysicist Konstantin Batyin found evidence for a possible planet that has the mass of 10 Earths that may just be tilting long-orbiting dwarf planets on their sides and shepherding them into clusters far past the orbit of Neptune in highly eccentric orbits. According to a new Astronomy.com article, in the last several months, more and more papers have been published about the possible planet and how it might prove an explanation for the other strange things happening in our solar system. And indeed, we do know that something has tilted our sun nearly 6 degrees off its axis. And as far as the tilting is concerned, we've known about this for a couple hundred years, but scientists have never had any idea what caused it. What could be so large out in space that we haven't seen yet that had enough gravitational pull to wobble our solar system and tilt our sun? So at a recent press conference at the AAS Division of Planetary Sciences annual meeting in Pasadena, California, a new announcement was made about Planet 9's effects on the spin axis tilt of our sun. The paper, titled Solar Obliquity Induced by Planet 9, is led by Caltech graduate student Elizabeth Bailey, with Brown and Batyin as co-authors. Brown and Batyin's discovery of evidence that the sun is orbited by an as-of-yet unseen planet. Again, 10 times the size of Earth, with an orbit that is about 20 times farther from the sun on average than Neptune's. Based on their calculations, Planet 9 appears to orbit at about 30 degrees off of the other planet's orbital plane, in the process influencing the orbit of a large population of objects in the Kuiper Belt, which is why they came to suspect that a planet existed there in the first place. Now, many have said, how can an object that is just 10 times the size of the Earth cause our own sun, and indeed our entire solar system, to tilt when you compare it to Jupiter, which is 300 times the size of Earth? And yet they say that their calculations fit perfectly, and that this could be caused by a much smaller planet. Then again, this is all just a theory, and it could indeed be something much, much larger. The scientists are quoted as saying, because Planet 9 is so massive and has an orbit tilted compared to the other planets, the solar system has no choice but to slowly twist out of alignment. Then again, this tilt doesn't jive with how astronomers say the solar system formed 4.6 billion years ago, where gravity started to pull together vast scattered clouds of gas and dust, causing it to spin into a disk. The center of the circle collapsed into a hot, dense ball of gas, aka the sun, and the remainder accumulated into planets. Because the sun came from the disk as everything else, it should be spinning on the same plane, but it is not. It is such a deep-rooted mystery and so difficult to explain that people just don't want to talk about it, Mr. Brown was quoted as saying. So, I mean, this is, it's one of these findings, one of these news stories that really makes you think, and it makes you realize how much we do not know about space and about the universe, and for that matter, our own little piece of it. We don't even know what's in our own solar system. And so yes, there are likely multiple rogue planets on the outskirts of our solar system, but make no mistake, just because scientists are saying that there is likely a Planet 9, that should not be translated to mean that they have found Nibiru, and that there is some rogue planet that is going to destroy the world. But it's still fun to think about. The planet, that is, not the world being destroyed. But to think there is something out there large enough to tilt our sun, when it's usually our sun that is doing the tilting to everything else, it really does make you wonder. And it makes you think, are they telling us everything? And do they honestly believe that this rogue object is only 10 times the size of Earth? Or is there something much more to this story? Let me know what you guys think down below, and of course we will follow this story as it progresses. Very interesting times we are living in. Now, before we go today, I just want to show you this very interesting new piece of UFO footage that was just sent over to me on Twitter. And it's of a phenomenon that we've actually seen in another video that we posted on a couple of weeks back, and are what have been dubbed the leapfrogging UFO lights. Go ahead and check this out.
Fucking UFOs.
Alright, so now you get what I mean when I say leapfrogging lights, because that's exactly what it would seem that these lights are doing. Now, this was captured over Texas, and it was brought to my attention by Mr. William Mendoza. And these lights were actually seen in a few different places across Texas, including a place called Carrizo Springs, Texas. It's also been seen in other states, which we have featured videos of before. So we have 2 confirmed separate sightings of these same lights, which are very different from any other UFO sighting we've seen, where we don't see them spinning, we don't simply see them sitting in the sky not moving, but again, they look to be leapfrogging or jumping over one another. It's very, very strange. And it makes you wonder, is this some sort of large cigar-shaped object, where we have lights in the back disappearing as more lights in the front appear? Is this object possibly spinning, and that's what we're seeing? Or doing some other sort of movement? This is very, very eerie. Again, captured over Texas. And so here is the other piece of footage featuring the same pair of lights. Check this out.
I'll do it anyways. What the hell is that? Joseph, you gotta video this while I drive. Here, we gotta get on the freeway.
Now right there, you just saw the same lights, this time over Nevada, where once again, lights vanishing at the back and appearing at the front. And it's just totally strange. I've never seen lights in the sky act like this. It certainly has not been linked to anything man-made. And so it's just very, very strange. So I wanted to get this out here and see if anybody else has seen these lights. Anyone else in the Southwest? Anyone anywhere in the world? We need to get some more footage in, and as our channel is spreading, we're getting into contact with news sources outside of the US, in the UK, in Europe, in the Middle East, Australia, all over. And so we want you guys to send your footage in. So let me know what you guys think about this strange piece of footage over Texas. And if you have footage of your own, you can find my email address down in the video description. So feel free to email me. I will get back to you as soon as I can, as I do experience a very high volume of emails per day. But rest assured, I will get back to you and review your footage. So thank you guys for stopping by today. Be sure to share and like on your way out, and stop by our Secure Team online shop and show your support for the channel the trolls love to hate. Alright, so we'll see you guys back in just a bit, and stay safe.